There are places in this world where time stands still, where the past whispers through the crumbling walls, where the air itself feels cursed. An explosion shatters the silence of the night. The ground trembles. A monstrous glow rises into the sky, painting the horizon with the color of death. The people of Pripyat, still asleep, unaware that their lives had already ended. They were told it was just a fire, that everything was under control. But the truth? The air was poisoned. The wind carried an invisible executioner. Radiation seeped into their bones, and the countdown to death had already begun. The next day, an announcement was made. Pack your bags. Take only what is necessary. You will return in 3 days. But those 3 days never came. Buses lined the streets, filled with frightened families. Yet something felt wrong. Some locals spoke of strange figures seen in the mist that morning, dark silhouettes standing motionless, watching the evacuation in silence. An old woman claimed she saw her husband in the window of their home waving, except he had died 10 years ago. Pripyat is abandoned, but not empty. Locals whisper about shadows moving in the buildings at night, strange figures glimpsed in the ruins, ghostly laughter echoing from the Ferris wheel that never had its grand opening. Some visitors claimed they heard whispers in the hospital where the first responders were treated, their uniforms still radioactive decades later. A few have even run out, swearing they saw a nurse standing at the end of the hallway, but she was only bones. The people of Pripyat left, but some never really did. A man named Ivan, a former firefighter, was seen wandering near the power plant, his face blurred in every photograph. His granddaughter visited years later and screamed. She saw him standing by their old apartment, waving. Another story tells of a little girl named Oksana. Her parents died from radiation, but neighbors swore they could still hear her laughter near the kindergarten. Some even saw tiny footprints appearing in the dust, leading to nowhere. Pripyat is frozen in time. A city taken not just by disaster, but by something else. Something that lingers. Something that watches. Something that whispers. So, if you ever visit and feel a cold breath on your neck, or hear your name whispered from an empty room, run.